Jai Hind students, I am Kanchan here and your English teacher. I am your English teacher, and this time I have taken part 2 Coorg of the chapter Glimpses of India. So this chapter Glimpses of India I have taken from the book First Flight, and in this chapter you will read about the coffee plantation, about the land that is famous for coffee plantation. So I am showing you Brook Gold coffee as it is here, and because we like to drink coffee, and we like to drink because we feel energetic after drinking it. So let's discuss about this place. And so this second part of the chapter Glimpses of India, it is a pen portrait of Coorg, which is a coffee country famous for its rainforests and spices. So let's see what is here in this chapter. So Coorg is coffee country. Coffee country means land, an area of land that is famous for coffee. Okay. So midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial. Martial means who just involved in war, right? And so it is about that martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. So Coorg district of Karnataka lies between the towns of Mysore and Mangalore, and it is like a heaven on earth. It is inhabited by martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. So next passage, Coorg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, means Kodagu is the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforests, spices and coffee plantations. Okay, and evergreen rainforests cover 30% of this district. During the monsoons, pours enough to keep many visitors away. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. The weather is perfect with some showers thrown in for good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. So it is the smallest district of Karnataka. It consists of evergreen forests, spices and coffee plantations. The best season to visit Coorg starts in September because it's a very pleasant time, and September's, and it continued till March. And the weather in Coorg is pleasant during these months because there at that time air is fresh and having energetic coffee smell. So breathe means the air that is fresh there, and you can feel yourself with the fragrance or with the beauty of these plantations there. So next, the fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. These people married amongst the locals, and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodaus, known as kufiya. It resembles the kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So here the people here are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. According to a legend, according to a story, Alexander's army was moving south along the coast and settled here only when they were unable to return to their country. Means Alexander was not able to return to his country, so they settled down here, and these people married among the locals, and their culture can means, because we know well, because we can get culture here of those people, and that tradition, that culture will be clearly seen in marriage and religious rituals. The Kudaus residents of Kurg were they wear a long coat, and also wear a long black coat with an embroidered waist belt known as kufiya. It resembles kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So these are similarities that forced us to think about the culture and tradition that is very similar to the Arabs people, and who were from Alexander's side. So because they left their culture and tradition. Now Kurgi homes have a tradition of hospitality. So hospitality means being well mannered in welcoming guests, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. And okay, now the Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian Army, and the first chief of Indian Army, General Cariappa, was a Kurg. Even now, Kudaus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. So this is about the bravery of Kurg people, and about, because they are related with the Alexander, and who, because they were left here and they got married, and in this way they settled down. So this is culture and tradition of Arabs, and in this way they that is with us in our country also. So here about Kurg is home to a large number of well-known people of Kurgi, and they are famous for their bravery. The Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated regiments of the Indian Army. It is about this important thing that we should know about it. And the first Indian Army chief was a Kurgi, so whose name is General Cariappa. So even today only the Kudaus are permitted, because without license we are not able to keep any weapon, any firearm. But Kurgi can keep without license. Let's discuss next passage. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forests of Kurg and Mahasir, a large freshwater fish abound in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. This is animals activities in the lap of nature. So here Kurg is home to a large number of wild animals and birds. Mahashir is a large freshwater fish is found here. Kingfishers and squirrels and langurs live without any fear, because here natural beauty is here. Wild elephants also are there. Here okay, now elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the water in the river by their mahats. So elephants, they also enjoy bathing and scrubbing with their mahat who takes care, right? So mahats are those people who take care of their elephants. So even elephants enjoy with their caretakers. The most laid back individuals become converts in the to the life of high energy adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. Numerous walking trails in this region are a favorite with trekkers. So let's see here. Now even the laziest tourists become adventurous on coming to Coorg, as it is full of adventures sports like river rafting, canoeing, rock climbing, etc. The climb to Brahmagiri hills brings smiles to many faces, as one of can see the panoramic view of Coorg from here. So tourists, they come here and they enjoy canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, as these are adventurous activities, river rafting. So tourists, they enjoy here. And now birds, bees and butterflies are there to give you company, and macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. So tree canopy means making just like roof. So because this place is full of greenery, so due to rain that is continue there, so due to rain and due to water, this place is having tree canopy, means trees they make like canopy. I do however prefer to step aside for wild elephants. So it is about India's largest Tibetan settlement, as at Bailakup is inhabited by monks in red ochre and yellow robes. So here about birds and bees, they are also there, and because this place is full of greenery, and due to greenery, many birds are here, bees are here, butterflies are here, and many squirrels, langurs and many animals are here, they're enjoying. So okay, here so many animals are here, and I do however prefer to step aside because wild elephants are also there. So author is here saying about that. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. So if you climb to the Brahmagiri hills, you can watch the area of land means clearly to a large distance. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the, because rope bridge is also like adventurous activity, and this leads to the 64-acre island of Nisar Gadhama. So here running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan and settlement at nearby Bailakup is a bonus. The monks in red ochre and yellow robes, because this is dress of Buddhists, so are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India. So right here in Coorg. So in Coorg, you have read about so many activities, about its greenery, and having so many animals, including wild animals also, and so many adventurous activities are there for enjoyment. And due to this, many visitors, many tourists, they visit here because they enjoy adventurous activities, wild animals, also keeping themselves away from these animals, and keeping safe themselves, and also they enjoy so many activities. And also this is something very, very different from the world we are facing, as it is full of natural beauty. And you can see here Coorgi people, they are like this. And here you can see here, this is traditional Coorgi dress. This person has wore this long coat and a belt in the mid waist, and this is dress. So you have read about tea plantation, means land that is famous for coffee plantation, and that is also famous for its spices, that is also famous for its different tradition and for its bravery, means brave people and their bravery, and also its natural beauty, and including many animals, birds, and activities. Many visitors, they come here to enjoy adventurous activities. Okay students, I hope you would have understood well. This is the end of the part 2 of the chapter. I am telling you here glimpses of India. So glimpses of India means glances of India. You see what are the special things that are unknown to us. So we just read about those glimpses of India. Thank you and Jai Hind.